Hey there everyone, I'm Around the Wheel, and you are watching NARC. And today we are in the hippie base of operations. We're after a different drug today. Most of this game has been about much harder drugs. But, you know, it wouldn't be the war on drugs without a little pointless marijuana busting. So here we are. We are at it. And you cannot arrest Sergeant Sky High. He moves too fast, which is quite unusual. But, you know, he does look like a Vietnam veteran or something, so you're not going to take his guns from him, and you're not going to take his marijuana. No, sir. Leave his Mary Jane alone. So here we go. Here we go into this ship of fools. We do not need a touch of gray when dealing with this situation. This is all black and white. So here we go. Here we go into Terrapin Station. Man, I sure do enjoy myself. Now, you can actually confiscate pretty much all of these marijuana bushes, but in every batch there is at least one decoy that blows up. That one is not... There we go, that was the one that blew up. So the best way to deal with that, apparently, is to die and then find the one that blows up. But seeing as how you have very limited lives in this game, why are you fuzzing out, Mr. Window? I mean, sure, you can stand there and get shot and be the worst DEA agent of all time. And that is going to be the decoy right there, I do believe. So we don't want to touch that one. I think the next one is right here. Yep, boom! Takes away a good half your life meter. Goodness, dog. So now we just got to hang around. In this latter bunch of levels, this is where you just hang around shooting people down until you end up with a safe card. I don't think we're going to get the safe card, though, hanging around with Mr. Molotov Cocktail here. There we go, there's our safe card. We got that relatively quickly, actually. So let's move on. There we go. The big money is in marijuana busting and in sending people who have committed misdemeanors to prison. So yeah, here now we have the, we've got Mr. Big and his Confederate war reenactors. There we go. Pinky, out of my way. I'm hunting down the brains of the operation. Mr. Big, that is, and I'm sure he's hiding out in Fanny and Company. That sounds like a Stewie thing. If I had a company, I would call it Fanny. Hotel Les Snob, yep. Sounds like the kind of place that caters to Mr. Big and his sort of clientele. He's definitely got the money to stay there. I'm sure he's setting up a major base of operations in there. We could be making some arrests right now, actually, if Pinky wasn't on our tail here. We could, no, I didn't want to shoot you. Okay, time to bust out the big missiles and go down in a blaze of glory. There we go. We can get at least a few arrests here, make ourselves some good time money. There we go. Why don't you all get out of here, and I'm going to... Ah, man, you ruined my arrest. So now we're in the big time, and I think these guys can be arrested as well. Oh, in the debriefing, their uniforms were gray, but it looks like they've defected to the Union now. Oh yes, this is a good place to rack up a lot of points. Probably the best place since the first level to do some real good major league arrestings here. Here we go. So, all right, and we can pretty much leave as soon as we want in this level because now we have all the save cards, and they have carried over from various. They've carried over from various levels. It's hard to concentrate when I'm getting shot, but, you know, infinite lives, that whole schlemiel. Everything is going well here, and I think when we get to the end, might be when we have Mr. Big on our tail. If he's the wheelchair man. I don't think we're on that level yet, actually, so, let's go ahead. Yes, now we can enter Mr. Big's big headquarters, located in this big, totally conspicuous door in Hotel Les Snob, which has some of the worst looking wallpaper of all time. I've always wanted my hotel to look like a desert. Alright, let us enter Club Lighting. NARC 1, intelligence reports. Mr. Big's office is impenetrable. You're on your own from here. Good luck. Here we go. Alright, so now we're in the final stretch of the game. Nothing we haven't seen before. Well, there will be a few things we haven't seen before in here. Ah, yes. What better way to cut off all radio contact than to lock me in a big metal room with dogs that nip at my ankles? That's just utterly fantastic. I'm so glad they're here. Alright, and I think I could leave here immediately if I wanted as well. Oh yeah, I can't arrest you. Why am I trying Why am I trying to bust you? Let's just get to the point. Oh, yeah. Well, it would be worth it to do some busts here, but let's just go ahead and send the dogs back where they belong. Yeah, let's get out of here before the dogs can really mess us up. All right, now we're in Blue Room, back with the Civil War reenactors, and they're not Tommy guns. They're not really firing fast enough for that. Kinky, good lord. Yes, they died the way they lived, shamefully. There we go. Here you go. Oh, I love how our clothes blend in with the background. That's some good use of color palettes. See, you can't mess with me. I can arrest you even in the throes of death, even when I am experiencing my death rattle. Okay, alright, get Pinky off my tail here. Man, I'm getting shot in midair. They are relentless. I don't see how you're supposed to beat this game legitimately. Taking chip damage from all directions, things coming at you all the time, and you have not only finite rocket missiles, but finite regular bullets as well. How do you even with this game? This game is making me go all tumbler. I can't even with this game. But you can just keep on plowing through and trucking and... Alright, well, we've hit the point where it's adding up our totals. We've made quite a few busts today as well. So I think we're going to stop here this time. And next time will be when we finish off NARC for good. Because now is when we encounter Mr. Big, the pathetic little man in the wheelchair with the pork pie hat. Or is it a trilby, or is it a fedora? I'm sure somebody on Reddit would be more than happy to tell me. I'll see you guys next time for the finale of Le NARC.